Namaste and welcome. My name is Lauren Bentley and I'm here with a conscious community on YouTube. I'm a 300-hour trauma-informed yoga and mindfulness teacher with a mission of helping you to create home in the body, learning how to create safe and sacred space by learning how to use your body to heal your traumas, heal the nervous system, release those limiting beliefs, and step fully into the person that you are here to be. Using the body, breath, meditation, and sound to really fully step into your power, reclaim who you are here to be. Today, I have a lovely flow for you to help us to begin to really heal the nervous system, the fight, flight, freeze response. We may feel always on, always ready for attack, always reacting, because our nervous system is composed of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. We are often in fight or flight mode just from day-to-day activities, and unfortunately, we don't know how to naturally just release the fight or flight and come into rest and relax. So we're going to use our body and breath and even some sound to help us to heal this part of us, help us to come out of this fight, flight, freeze, the constant cortisol pumping through the body, and begin to access more of an inner peace within. Before starting, if you could please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, give it a like, maybe a comment, maybe even a share. These are all really beautiful and simple ways to help free yoga continue. Every Monday, I bring in a new flow, and every Thursday, I offer a new therapeutic yoga pose, something that you can use to help you to learn how to use your body to experience self-nurturing and support, becoming your own advocate and healer. So today we're really going to be focusing on the breath and a lot of hip openers. Our psoas muscles are the muscle of fight or flight. It's also where we hold a lot of traumas. So saying that this is completely your practice. At any time you can pause this practice, you can change your breath, you can change positions, you can open your eyes, close your eyes, whatever it is that you may need. I also invite you, if any emotions do come up, to allow yourself to express them. They're coming to the surface for a reason. They're ready to be released. So just be patient with yourself, meet yourself exactly where you are at, moment by moment, day by day, on and off your mat. Let's begin on our back. Coming all the way down. And you can just leave your knees bent and walk your feet out to the sides of the mat and let your knees spill into one another so that they're kind of creating this little teepee. This is really nice in the low back, and it lets the pelvis be nice and soft. You can bring your hands to the belly, maybe one hand to the belly and the other one to the chest. Closing the eyes or just softening them. We're going to begin with a coherent breath. Equal parts inhale and exhale. This really helps to slow the nervous system and return to a state of rest and relax. You're welcome to use this sort of breath anytime that you need. You can even use it while you're driving. Just, of course, please leave your eyes open. So we're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 6. Exhale through the nose for a count of 6. Full deep breath, so filling the tummy completely. Let's start with a nice breath in through the nose and out through the mouth to cleanse. And let's begin. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more rounds on your own. Return to a comfortable breath that feels good to you. And begin to slowly heel toe your feet back under the knees. And cross your right ankle over that left thigh for a figure 4. This may be a deep enough stretch for you in that right hip. However, if you would like to go deeper, you can take that left shin parallel to the mat and interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Flex your right foot to protect your knee and breathe wherever you're at into your right hip. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed as well as your jaw and your eyebrows. At any time, you can always come back to your coherent breathing, in for 6 and out for 6. And here we begin to invite the psoas muscles to begin to open, our hips to open, and to release this fight, flight, freeze response that we may be stuck in, as well as beginning to invite any traumas, any painful memories or events that we've been holding on to. Whatever is ready to be released, we are ready to release it. At any time that an emotion comes up, and if you need to cry, let it out. If you need to yell, let it out. You can moan, you can sigh. You can use your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All very powerful ways to help you to release. And then nice and slow, release that left foot back down to the mat. And then take your right leg up towards the sky. Flex those toes down towards the forehead and release your hands behind the calf or the hamstring. You can keep your left knee bent or you can straighten it. We'll just take a few breaths here. So just a nice little hamstring stretch. So our hamstrings don't really carry any specific emotions. However, they are a muscle of support. They support us through our journey, through this healing journey. So we're definitely going to give them some love for gratitude in supporting us through this journey. And then slowly release their right foot down to the mat. And let's take it to the other side. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. And then either staying there or interlacing the hands behind the right thigh. Flex your left foot, please, wherever you're at. Soften with the body. Deep breaths into the left hip. Slowly release the hands. Right foot down, left leg up. Hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Release that left foot down and then pull both knees into the chest. Take your hands either around the shins or the hamstrings. Rock and roll yourself up to a cross-legged position. It's an easy pose. And let's start with that left leg in front of the right for some seated hip openers. So let's inhale, reach our arms up. As you exhale, just begin to fold over those legs any amount. Walk the hands out as far in front as feels good. And then melt your chest and your head down to the mat. Some deep breaths into the left hip. Staying present with your emotions, and don't worry if nothing's coming up to surface, it doesn't mean that nothing's happening. You're still releasing, you're still really opening up through those hips, giving the psoas love. Keeping that breath nice and deep, trying your best to keep it coherent. Doing our best to begin to really heal our nervous system. Inhaling, walking your hands up to the body. And let's switch legs. Just simply taking that right leg out in front now. Same thing, lift those arms, inhale. Exhale and fold over those legs, sending your breath into the right hip. Don't be surprised if one hip feels more tense than the other, or if one side feels more emotional than the other. We have a masculine side and a feminine side, and it may differ on what exactly you are holding in on each side. Next, inhale, walk your hands in towards your body, and then go ahead and make your way to all fours, tabletop position. Taking your time to arrive. No need to force or jolt anything. Remember, we're healing the nervous system. So spread those fingers wide, really claw into your fingerprints. Feel your shoulders over the wrists, your hips over the knees. And spread those fingers wide and dome into the upper back body, really taking the pressure off the wrists. Now pulling that low belly in, feel your floating ribs hug in as well. Go ahead and take that left foot up towards the ceiling, bent knee, as if you were pressing that foot into the ceiling. And now we're going to find some hip circles, but we're going to keep them nice and controlled here. So super slow. So go ahead and take that left knee out to the side, down and up. Side, down, and back up again. Let's do 3 more. Make sure you're breathing. I'm counting, you just worry about your breath and the emotions. 2, final 1. Beautiful. Now take your left leg behind you and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into lizard pose. I personally need to curl my right toes under, lift that right knee, and take that knee a little bit further back so I can create more space, but you listen to your body. We're just gonna stay up on our hands here as we take these deep breaths into the left hip. Really be mindful here. Release through the jaw, the eyebrows, the shoulders. Trying to avoid any other tension, just breathing and releasing through those hips. Creating a safe space for your emotions to flow. Beautiful. Now go ahead and curl those right toes under, lift that right knee. Step your right foot now to the outside of your right hand, heels in, toes out. Sink your hips. We're in yogi squat. So your elbows are pushing into the inside of the knees, knees pushing back into the elbows, and just be aware here that your yogi squat might look different than mine. You may be up a little bit more, you may even be on your toes. Totally fine. Wherever you're at, just be there. Now take your hands and place them, like, kind of like cup your toes, so your fingers are wrapped around the toes. Big breath in here as you exhale, lift those hips and fold. Inhale to drop back down, open those hips. Exhale to lift and fold. Inhale to lower. Final time, exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. Plant your palms. Take it back to a plank pose. Just feel the strength here. 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Come back into your tabletop position. Transferring now over to the right side. Right foot up towards the ceiling. Nice bent knee. Feel your firm core. Now take that right knee out to the side. Down and up. Side, down, up. Final one. Side, down, and up. Sorry, 3 more on your own. Last one. Beautiful. Now take your right foot to the opposite of your right hand and create that space if it's needed. Deep breaths in your lizard pose. Lift your left knee, left foot steps up to the outside of your left hand. Drop those hips. Find yourself in your yogi squat. Final time here. Take your hands to cup those toes. Big breath in. Exhale, lift the hips and fold. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more time. Exhale to lift. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your hands now from those feet. Place them down in front of you and heel toe your feet back under the hips and let yourself forward fold. So I love this pose, if you haven't gathered already, to just really release what's no longer serving. So imagine anything that came up for you in today's class to be released. And if nothing specific came up for you, just imagine that everything that's no longer serving you is being released. Just trust the process. Imagine that there's a trap door at the top of your head. It's opened and everything that's just ready to be thrown away is leaving your body. You can shake the head out to help this further along. Let Mother Earth transmute it into love. Let it all go. And then begin to slowly roll yourself up to a standing position, where we're going to find my second favorite thing to do, which is the body shakes, which if you haven't already seen some of my videos offer this, it's just a way for our body to move from fight or flight to a more rest and relax setting. So go ahead and take your feet a little bit further than hip width apart. Find a buoyancy in those knees and just begin to bounce the whole body. Imagining you're just releasing everything that came up for you through those hips. You're now releasing it with this bounce. Let the arms be free, let the hands be shaken out. Lift your feet, shake those out. Take up space on your mat if that feels good to you. Just move it all around. Let it all be heavy. Shaking it all out. Really shake those hands. Let it go. Let it all go. And then you can begin to come back to center, slowing it down. Hips feet a little bit further than hip distance. Bring that soft bend back into the knees. Make fists with your hands. We're going to find knocking on heaven's door. It's a beautiful way just to reset and clear the aura. So let's inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Inhale right, exhale left. Keep it going. Just let those arms move freely. I would recommend you keep your eyes open. So it can make you a little dizzy. And again, just begin to slow this down. Bringing yourself back through to center. Your feet can come back towards one another, bringing your hands to heart center. Just noticing how you feel. And then slowly coming all the way down to a seated position to close out this class. Just finding your most comfortable seat. Bringing your hands to the lap. We're going to end with 5 rounds of the coherent breathing. So once more, let's all breathe in through the nose with an audible breath out through the mouth. And let's begin. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. And finish up your final round, returning to a comfortable breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Please be sure to check out the description below to see how you can work with me one-on-one, as well as joining my membership program, so you can enjoy full yoga flows, tons of breathwork, meditations, EFT tapping, sound healing, and lots more, all for only $25 a month with no contracts. I also offer a one-on-one program called Yoga Mentoring Healing, where I help you to release and heal traumas, limiting beliefs, painful events, and memories, so you can really truly step into who you truly are and reclaim all that it is you. I have worked with people just for healing purposes, also even to start their own businesses. So the limit does not exist of how far we could take yoga, mentoring, and healing. You can also find below how to get in contact with me, social medias. There's my website as well as email. So I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you so much. Create a beautiful and conscious day, and I'll see you real soon. Many blessings and big love.